Hello dreamers, this is Somnius Alarm back on the BayCraft server. So, on today's episode we're going to be doing a bit of a let's chat, but before we get to that I'm just going to show you around the base just a little bit, and we're going to be able to just take a look at some improvements, I guess you could say. So, of course, last episode I showed you how my base has been changing a little bit. First off, before we head downstairs, Susie left me another little surprise. So she left me, look at this, she left me like a ton of energy conduits, a whole bunch of Certus quartz, 21 charged Certus quartz too, which isn't easy to get unless you have the charger. If you have to go like searching around the world, it takes a long time to get 21. And then she left 49 blocks of redstone. Incredible. So I'm going to have to thank her for that. She left me knapsacks because I was kind of complaining that I didn't have the bags that she had given me before. That actually might come in handy because I'm going to be going and working on Stellar Gardens here. So let's just... Is it in baubles? No. It's in here. Yeah, I'm just going to put that in there. And then I have access to that. So I'm just going to put all the marble back in there. Might as well put that there. We'll put that there, that, and that. The rest of it, I guess we could keep on us. It's fine. And then I need my helmet. Okay, so I'm gonna have to thank her for that. I don't think. Okay. Well, I'll show you what happened downstairs, and then I'm gonna talk about that again in just a second. So, BayStaird was able to actually find a way to kind of revert some of the stuff that was happening. So not everything, I mean, like this stuff's still gone, which is, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but at least I've got my inventory back, the glowstone's back, parts of it at least. So that is really cool. And then I was able to get back part of my inventory. So this was from a couple weeks back, so whatever I kind of got in here that was before that, I probably still won't be able to get back, but like I got charged Certus quartz in here, I've got regular Certus quartz, I got shiny ingots, moss stone, like all the like important stuff that I had in here is back in my ability to use it again. So I can't thank BayStaird enough for that. I mean, it really is... I'm really thankful that I was able to get that. So yeah, so I just don't know what to say. It's incredible that I'm actually able to get my inventory back. So thank you so much for not giving up on that and for continuing on. Which means if we look at the stuff that Susie gave me, I'm gonna see if she wants some of this stuff back before I use any of it. The marble I'll take because I actually kind of need that, but the rest of it I'm gonna just wait and see if she needs it, and if she does, she can just go ahead and take it back and stuff. But if not, yeah, we'll have to see. So I'm gonna message her and I'm gonna say, hey, I got my stuff back. If you want to give me that stuff, I'll take it, but you certainly don't have to. So okay. We're going to head over to Stellar Gardens, and I'm going to start working on that and maybe showing you a bit how I'm going to be doing my building for that. Then, while we're doing that, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a let's chat. So as we're heading over there, what exactly is my let's chat going to be on today? So my let's chat today is going to be about diversity. So this is a topic I have been thinking a lot about, and it's not just in the context of diversity in a Let's Play. I've been thinking about diversity a lot, just in general, and it's not really... it's a hard topic to discuss because there's a lot of people who might have certain viewpoints of what diversity means to them, or they might think they are the diverse opinion, but sometimes they aren't. Like, to a certain extent, I kind of hold a diverse opinion in that I kind of follow the geek culture almost to a certain extent, although that's kind of gotten mainstreamed a little bit because of like hipster effects and that sort of stuff. So just taking a quick look around here. Do we ever... Oh, you got a skeleton skull up there. We never got a sign up here. So we're going to have to figure out what to say there. I still like this fountain. It's really nice. Okay, anyways. On to stuff. Okay, so... Oh, before we keep talking about this, let's just head in here, and I'm just going to check and see... Okay, so down payment by BayStaird. The cakes were Susie. I saw her video and then I went, oh, yeah, of course it's Susie. So as soon as I found that out, I knew that. And then the silver ingot here, it's actually supposed to be what BayStaird said it was, a logic processor or something, I think. So that's what that is. So it's Susie and BayStaird. So let's go ahead. We're going to open this up. So this is Samphoria. This was Lilac. This was Trident, although he's going to be leaving the... he's left the server. He might be back on at some point, I'm sure. But I don't know if he'll ever be doing YouTube or what. But that's fine. I'm going to give him a spot in Stellar Gardens. I'm probably going to have extra apartments anyways. So I'm going to give him a spot. He can come back anytime he wants, and that's basically going to be it. And then this one is Dr. Death. So let's go ahead. Let's take you and you. We're going to put you just like so. So that's BayStaird. Okay, and then we'll take the cakes. Put you in there. Yeah, I'll put that there. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with all of this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna figure something out. It's gonna be kind of interesting at some point. Maybe not yet, but at some point. Okay, so that can go back there. Ugh, not a nice day. Oh well. I'm gonna switch into... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go into bat form. I still like my little pusher there thing. Okay, so let's come up here. I don't have my big axe on me, eh? No. Okay, so let's just start chopping this down. Okay, so diversity. That's our Let's Chat topic. So why should I care about, or why should you care about diversity? And the simple answer is diversity of opinion and voices is better for society. That's my grand input into all of this. If you have people with a diverse opinion or opinions that are different than yours, or viewpoints that are different than yours, and you get their feedback, you're going to get better feedback to your ideas, and it makes for better ideas in the end. That's just kind of a high level opinion, but I certainly am of the opinion that we should be encouraging diverse opinions of all sorts, whether it's country, race, ethnicity, that sort of stuff, or whether it's diversity of your current country or location or anything, or whether it's diversity in terms of male or female opinions. That's certainly something we should be doing, and I think that we don't necessarily consider that as much as we could. It's also diversity in terms of sexuality as well, and identified sexuality as well. So there's all kinds of sort of different viewpoints, and I think if we disregard somebody's viewpoint, we're just sort of cutting them off from the rest of humanity, and I don't think that's a good idea. I think that we're at a point with the world where we need the best ideas that we can possibly get. We need the best opinions, and we need diversity of opinion. So that's something that I feel pretty strongly about, and I'm going to continue sort of pushing for that type of an opinion. Now, why have I been thinking of this, or why is this important to me? Basically, I've been thinking of this for quite some time, and the reason why I've been thinking of this is just that I feel that it's something we should be doing something about. And this is coming from somebody who is white, male, European descent, sort of the prototypical person who gets what they want from society. I don't think that I should get everything that I want from society just because I'm the right sex or the right gender or whatever, or just something as simple as I'm straight. I think that's somewhat not ideal. That my opinions get valued more than somebody else's, I think is wrong. Am I using the right blocks here? It's just regular raw marble. Oh no, it's not. Okay, let's go into the knapsack. Let's get the chisel out. And then we can use U. And it is marble block. Marble block. Marble block. Marble block. Marble block. Marble block. Okay, let's use that. Okay, let me just get this, and then I'm going to kind of continue on my Let's Chat here. Okay. So, where were we? Okay, back to diversity of opinion and diversity of different people's voices. So, we're at a point in the world where we need diversity of opinion. I think that's very important, and it's something that I feel very strongly for. Now, as I've been saying, I've been thinking of this for quite some time. But I tend to ponder questions like these, especially deep, sort of far-reaching sort of ideas. I kind of think about for a long time before really voicing my opinion necessarily. And it's not that I've ever not wanted diverse opinions and that I changed my mind. I think I've always kind of felt equality of opportunity and equality of people's opinions and voices. I've always felt strongly that people should be heard. But I think what I've been trying to figure out is how to actually say that out loud to other people. So that's kind of the type of question that I've been asking myself. How should I portray my opinion to other people? And it's not as straightforward as you might expect, actually. Not that the concepts I don't think are clear. It's that you want to convince people, and it's a matter of finding the best way to convince people of what your point of view is. Oops. That's supposed to go right there. Okay. So, you can see how easy it is to do two things at once. And by easy, I mean not at all. Here, we'll just clear this out and then it should be a little bit easier. Okay, so now the question becomes, I guess, or what is the question? I haven't thought this through. That's what happens sometimes with these Let's Chats. I just start chatting without necessarily having an idea in mind about exactly what I want to say. But that's all right. I think we can get to a point where that's okay. Talking through your ideas is certainly something that's a valid way of doing stuff like this. Okay, so what I want to say regarding diversity, though, is I think we should be encouraging diversity in any way we can. So whether that's, and I'm only going to talk for myself, I don't want to put words into other people's mouths, especially on a topic like this. But when it comes to something like the server, I certainly want to encourage different voices to be heard, and I want to encourage our server, our BayCraft server as a whole, to be very open with everybody, and to really have a very good group dynamic. So that's something that I've been thinking a lot about, is how to make our server better on the whole. And it's something that I think is not necessarily easy to do, but I think it's something that's important, because something like gaming is very powerful because it attracts, it speaks directly to the people who enjoy gaming. And gaming in particular has traditionally been white male boys. So that is something that is changing, and I think gamers as a whole should be accepting of it. And sometimes they aren't necessarily, I think. A lot of times they are, and it sort of depends on the game and the nature of the game and that sort of stuff too. But I certainly think that it can be a very, very powerful tool for good. Well, you're not the right one. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be building up these blocks of different apartments are going to have each blocks like this. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up with each person's going to basically get 2 cubes as their apartment. So for those, now there might be some people who are listening to my Let's Chat about diversity and are going to be listening to this and going, what is this guy talking about? Well, sorry, I'm talking directly to my fans about what I'm doing here, but at the same time I'm sharing my Let's Chat talk. So just bear with me 1 second. I'm not trying to make light of anything. Okay, so what we're going to be doing for this building is each person's going to have, in Stellar Apartments, each person who's going to have Stellar Gardens, sorry, each person's going to have a section just like this that's going to have 2 apartments. Now, along with that, they're also going to have a balcony. And the way I'm going to do that is by taking this block here, cutting that in half. So I'm going to make micro blocks. And so the balcony is going to be up top here. And it's just going to go like so. Oops. Arg. Okay, let's do this a bit different. Convert ourselves back to this. Alrighty, so you can kind of see what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to have doors here, which we're going to make so let's grab just a couple of those. Actually, I need a few more. One more should be good enough. Okay, so let's get a couple of these, and we're going to put these doors here, and that is going to be the second floor, and this is going to be our second floor balcony. So this apartment underneath is going to have this sort of area here, along with the area underneath, and I'm going to have stairs coming in here. I think I'm going to be cutting that off here, but I'm going to just describe a little bit more what this is going to be. So each apartment's going to have 2 cube living spaces, or 9x9s as living space. These doors are eventually going to be moved. I'm going to have a separate entrance for this guy somewhere back here. And I'm also going to have a little bit of a stairwell to go into this original apartment or section of the apartment. And what's going to happen is I'm going to try to put a little bit of a garden up here because it is Stellar Gardens, and that's going to be how we're going to have everything built together. And the idea behind this is it's going to look like something called Habitat 67. So I was in Montreal, or I lived in Montreal for many years, and that was a building in Montreal. It was called Habitat 67, and it was a really interesting design. It was a bunch of cubes that were kind of built up together like this, and they built it so that each area here was kind of off and private on its own, and you would have like other walls and stuff around it, but you would never have like two patios that were right beside each other. It was really designed to be private dwellings for each individual person, while still being very like space conscious and reducing the space if possible. It was a really innovative design, and it looked really cool. It was built in 1967, hence the name Habitat 67, and that's what we're going to be going for. So it's going to be a bit of a sprawling condo sort of thing that's going to kind of come over this hill here just a little bit, maybe come up this hill here. It's going to kind of sprawl off this way, working its way up here, and maybe building up up to here. And I would maybe think of having like Sam's apartment over here, so she has a view of the sea, like just right here. I mean, that's the sea in this case. Not huge, but whatever. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm planning for Stellar Gardens. It's going to be a big, nice, sprawling condo garden thing. I'm going to try to make it green and make it nice for Dr. Death from here and stuff, and we'll see what we can do. So that's just the start. So I'm still going to need a lot more marble probably, but that's okay. I don't mind. For now, I'm going to leave that there. And yeah, I'm going to head back over here and just talk a little bit more about diversity. So it's something I feel very strongly for. And I think that we're getting better. I don't know why my hairs are a bit weird right now, but that's okay. So I think it's something that we're slowly improving, but we're certainly not improving fast enough. I think we want to be more diverse if possible. And I think a lot of opinions right now are still undervalued. And it's certainly something that I want to sort of do what I can for. So what I can do is certainly try to read more diverse books, watch more diverse opinions, the people that I choose to interact with on this server. I mean, one thing I really, really enjoy about the server is that it's actually got a pretty good diversity when it comes to stuff like age and experience and countries that you're from, and different stuff like that, and even women's voices. There's a lot of girl gamers on here, and I think that's something that sometimes lacks a little bit. You look at a group like Mindcrack, as good as they are, they didn't really have a female voice on there until they got Aurelian. And really, she's still the only person. And I'm not trying to make that as a criticism to them. I'm just saying that as a fact of what they have right now in terms of their representation of women. And I think that it's really good that BayCraft is able to sort of buck that trend and to welcome diverse opinions. And it's certainly something that this is certainly a topic that's kind of fraught with all kinds of problems of just talking about it. You could just stick your foot in your mouth really bad. But I think it's important to be able to identify it as a problem and say, here's how I'm trying to improve this. And I don't have all the answers, so don't take it that way either. But it's something that I think we should talk more about. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys are going to think about that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Stellar Gardens too. I think I'm doing a pretty good job designing stuff, although I'm not exactly like a really good designer or anything. But this was just, this was probably my best design job, and I just followed the building guide. But let me know what you guys think. I certainly want to hear what you guys think. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys like the progress on Stellar Gardens. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again soon. Okay, so I'm going to leave that here, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.